Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video for you and maybe it will be a series because I am going to craft a bit more with dies from my stash. So from my craft stash I have a lot of dies that I bought over the last years and a lot of them I haven't used a lot, so just 1-2 times. Some of my products I didn't use at all and well, that's so bad. You bought it so you have to use it. And today I'm going to start with a kite die that I had from KS Crafts and a bottle cap die set that I have from KS Crafts. Disclaimer, a couple of weeks ago I got a comment from someone and they thought I was in the design team of KS Craft because I use it so much. But no, I wish I was, but all the dies that I have I bought myself. Nothing is sponsored. The only brand I work for and that sponsors my crafting is Caroline Design. I do love the dies from KS Craft and from Scrap Diva as well, so that's why I use them a lot. And yeah, I wanted to say that before we are going to start, because the dies from today are also all KS Craft. What you look at right now is something I'm going to show you. We are not going to craft with this. I have this Kite mini album die sets in my stash. I think it's from last year or the year before. I'm not sure. I don't remember the years anymore of all the items that I have. I do love it. I made some shakers, vellum shakers last year for a summer swap I was in from Chloe, the Rainbow Crafter. And after that I didn't use them at all. So I thought this is the time because it's such a cute die set. You get the base of the die, you get the layering piece of the die. And you get this part of the die that makes that divides the kites in quarters. There is a butterfly, and this butterfly, if you cut it out, it doesn't cut here, so you can let it pop out of your paper, and it's not cut out. I use this always that I do cut it out. So, and I think today on my kites I haven't used them. It also comes with these pieces. These are for the tail of the kite. And you get the words journey with the shadow piece and the words look up. And I did use the word look up on this one. For my papers I used different collections today from Simple Stories. And that is the Let's Get Crafty collection. And as well I have it here. Always forget the name. One of my favorites, love it because of the colors and it's a little bit vintage style. The Flea Market collection. I love those colors so much. The first one I'm going to show you is a kite that I did make a shaker. And that's this one. For the shaker part I used vellum that I had in my stash. I once bought it at the scrap atelier last year. So I hoarded it and it's this one. And that's from Doodlebug. I think a lot of people will recognize it. Super cute with all the polka dots. So that's what I did. The base of my kite I made with the watercolor cardstock from that I buy at the Action. And the shaker mix, it's hard to see on the inside, was gifted to me by Maaike. Maaike Be Creative, Maaike BK here on YouTube. I decorated it all with items from my stash. These butterflies were once gifted to me. They are made with Garden Party from Maggie Holmes. That matches a lot of paper collections or a lot of items that are spring summer related because of the beautiful colors. I really like how they decorated the butterfly with the diamond dots like I like to do. Here is a postmark embellishment that was once gifted to me by my friend Nadezhda, and some flowers from my stash. And for the tail I did braid some embroidery floss. So yeah, that was my first kites. And the second one is this one. And here I use the negative pieces that come out of the die when you cut it out. Because if I make it a shaker, I do always a lot of layers of cardstock. I don't use foam for my shakers, hardly. And yeah, all the pieces come out and I thought, well, I can also use the negative pieces, of course. So I did decorate them with the pattern paper. And then I did a lot of layering with chipboard from the collection from Simple Stories, as well as the text. And I used a lot of flowers that were gifted to me. or that I die cut it out myself. I really like it. I used a lot of flowers from my stash. Love to do that. This wooden embellishment I had in my stash, so cute. And I added some, and I hope you can see it, it's really small, some sequins and some diamond dots for decoration. And then the tail I did like this, so I did use all the die pieces that come, and I used several baker's twine, and I did some beading on these strings as well here at the ends. I hope you can see it. And I was inspired for that by this. This was gifted to me in a swap a few years ago by Wendy, My Sweet Creative Life. I love it so much. It's always in my craft room. And that's a large, yeah, how do you call this? Well, it's a lot of butterflies. And as you can see, she did add these beads on some of the strings. And I really love that effect. So that's why I tried to recreate here on the tail of the kite, and I thought it came out so cute. So yeah, love it. And then we go to the next project, and we are going to work also together on that. I'm first going to show you the die set. It's the Bottlecap die set from KS Craft, and you get a lot of pieces in this one. I'm going to show them to you. So you get these pieces with the points out. That's the real bottle cap part. And you get these ones. So you get 4 of them. All 4 of them in the different sizes. So yeah, really love it. And you can mix and match and layer them together. And then you get some bottle cap charms or bottle cap embellishments. And yeah, you can also make them look not like bottle caps, of course. The largest one I already decorated up, and I'm going to show them to you. That are these. I was inspired by the picture on the website of KS Crafts, and I really wanted to do these for a long time, and now I finally did. And I will show them to you a little bit more up close. So I used the largest one of the ones with the cutouts and the largest one with the points, and then I used circle dies from my stash to match on top. And here I used a sticker from the Let's Get Crafty collection, some chipboards. The word stickers that I have are from one Rosie Studio collection. I'm not sure from which one because they were gifted to me. And I did make them as a charm, so I did add some beading. And I really liked these flower charms that I had in my stash. And I thought they looked cute together, so you can attach them to something. I have a huge package coming in from Chantal. I bought a lot of her D-stash, and yeah, I have a lot of ideas for this. So yeah, this is the other one. Did exactly the same thing, but I did die cut out citron from my stash, die from BB Crafts, from our collaboration last year or the year before. Again, the sticker from Rosie Studio, and all the glitter dots are from Carlijn Design, with this beautiful aqua green blue tassel. And this is my pink version. I did put a heart on it with some stickers from Carlijn Design, and yeah, I thought they came out so cute. So there are these, and then I did a lot of the other sizes. I'm going to show you, and we are going to decorate some of them. Look, these are the size that comes afterwards. On 2 of them I added also a clasp. These holes are really tiny, but if you have thin jump rings, they get through these tiny holes, so then you don't need to punch an extra hole. Then you have this size. I made these size ones, and I have these ones, and that are the smallest. So yeah, I thought it would be nice to decorate some up. I did pull out a lot of things from my stash that we can maybe use. The first thing I pulled out of my stash is my big box of handmade flowers. A few of them I made myself, a lot of them are gifted to me in my challenge from a long time ago, maybe 2-3 years, no 2 years I think. I did pull out some of my boxes with flat backs. I have flowers, I have hearts, bows, and some sweet themed sweet treats. I don't know how you call it, but that. And I pulled out some stickers from my stash. Really old ones. These are really old. The hearts are old. This is old, still like them. These are from the Creative Pet on AliExpress stickers that I was gifted for a collaboration. These are stickers from a local store. Love these, also from the same store. I had some stickers left from this. I won a package once from Strawberry Cream from Jennifer. And those were in. These are again Rose Studio. Don't know where they are from, but I still have them. I have some fruits here. I have small stickers here. And some chipboards as well. So yeah, we can pull from a lot of things. I did notice that these ones are really tiny, so you don't have a lot of space to decorate them. But yeah, let's start with where shall we start with? Maybe these ones. These are the easiest to decorate, and I do really want to use some of these. Look, and these are too big for the smaller size, so, and I do think these are perfect for this. Well, maybe not. I think they are more perfect for these ones, so let's take one of the smaller ones. Look, this is almost the same color. Do you see? So I think I will decorate it with that one. And we keep it really simple. I'm not knowing yet what I'm going to do with this. Tuck into clusters or make also dangles. I'm not sure. So let's just decorate some of them up. So yeah, this fits and the color is just amazing together. So I am going to add a little bit more glue. I always use my Barely Art glue, my favorite glue at the moment. So that's what we will do here. Super easy. And we have a nice decorated bottle cap charm. I do like that. But what will we do with the bigger ones? Let me take a look in my stash that I pulled. Yeah. I do think I want to use the chipboard from the Let's Get Crafty collection for that. From Simple Stories. That cup of coffee I really like. You know, if you follow me, I am a coffee addict. So coffee is always good. I do like tea as well, but coffee is my go-to. And now I have everything, but my cup of coffee didn't came out of the package. Let's see, here it is. It's so cute with the little face. I love it. And let's see. Is it nice to put on this one and decorate her a little bit more? I do think that's really nice. What will we add here? I also really like the flowers. These already have flowers, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I do think I'm only going to add diamond dots here. And here maybe some sequins or text. Not sure. But this flower maybe is nice on that one. Or not. Let's see. Yeah, I really like how this one came out. Or how this one goes together. So that will be that. Here I'm only going to add diamond dots and maybe a nice word. Here are words with pink, so maybe something like this fits. You're so chic, cherry blossoms, live each day. This green can also be used, forever amore. I choose you, always, playful. Always is maybe nice. I'm just going to put it here and not gluing it all the way down because I want to add more, I think, but I don't know what until now. And on this one, I also want to use a word. Pink one, I think. Cherry blossoms, love you more. Romance blooms, well, chocolate surprises. Now, each day, cherry blossoms. Live each day, that's always a beautiful sentiment as well. Or shall I use a chipboard piece on this as well? But I don't know which one. I hope I am in frame. I'm sitting down right now for this. Well, I'll put this aside and have a little bit more space. This one's too big. Buttons are cute, but yeah, don't know. No, I'm not going to use this one. No. We will do something else. But what? This is always the hardest part for me. Decorating, choosing the embellishments. That's why I don't do a lot of tutorials, because it takes so long for me. And then I think that will be so boring for you guys. Leave each day with a nice ice cream. Maybe that can be cute. So I do think I'm going to use that with this. And then we have these ones. No, we don't use that here. We don't. Then I saw this diamond. Look, I'm so bad. This is how my package came out with chipboard. I took off the wrapping a long time ago, put it in my drawer, and then it all stuck together. So some of the pieces I can't use anymore. I really need to be more mindful of that. Now I can throw away some, and that's, yeah, that's not good. That's not good. This one is really small, so it fits nice on the smaller embellishments. So I thought maybe it would be cute to put it on here or here. No, I have a hard time decorating up those beautiful flowers. I love that so much. I do think I want it here. So this one I will decorate with this. That's the most easy one. The smaller ones you are really fast with. Maybe it's also nice to decorate one of those up with a cute little, no, that's too big. Another cupcake. Yeah, I do think that's nice. So yeah. Let's start with the easiest ones, and then we will see how far we get. So this one I will add the ice cream to. And I know it's already sticky, but I do add a little bit of extra glue to get it more better. That it attaches better. You hear that I am a little bit rusty of doing craft with me's or tutorials. Well, this is not a tutorial. This is more like a craft with me. I do like to watch those from you guys as well. It's so relaxing, and I put them on when I am crafting most of the time. Look, I do think it's super cute. I am filming with daylight, so I hope you can see it well. The weather is a little bit crazy today. We had sun, we had wind, we had rain. Now it's getting a little bit gray. So yeah, it changes with the hour. This one will be stuck on this. Really easy. And all the cardstock that I used is almost all from Spellbinders, from the Color Wheel collection. I showed in a craft mix video that I have made a sampler. So these are all the colors that come in that collection, in the Color Wheel. And it's so easy because I really have a color for each and every paper now. There's always a color in that pack, in that mixed pack, that matches your paper. So I'm so happy that I decided on purchasing those. Love, love, love it. Then we go to this one. So cute, the cup of coffee. But I do think it's a little bit plain, so we are going to add some extra decoration. If you follow me, you know that I like to add little tiny things. Some people really don't like that, but I love that. A lot of people say less is more. Well, not always. So yeah, I need to be mindful where the clasp is. So if you hang it, that it will hang straight. And I do have a little bit of a problem gluing things straight. like now. Oh, I love this cup so much, so adorable. She looks so sweet with her eyes closed, doesn't she? I think I really like to add a bow here to make it really a girl. So let's take my bow box. Well, the bow box of cabochons. It cannot be too big, of course, so let's see what will match. Yeah. Does this work? Well, it does, but I don't know if I want that. I also have this one. It's a little bit, no. Let's see. No, that one I don't like. These ones are cute as well, but I do think these are too small, or aren't they? Oh no, I think that's cute. I think that will be the one that I'm going to use. And I glue everything down with my Barely Art glue, or I'm using my my glue gun, but I didn't put it on right now, so we are not going to use a glue gun today. And I also have some, how do you call these, the dots. They work really well as well. So yeah, I thought I would look. Now it's a real girl. She has a bow in her hair. I don't think I'm going to decorate more. I don't know what I should do here anymore. Flowers are not nice. I don't want to cover up her face. So yeah, I think I will leave it like this. Super sweet. Super sweet. Put it aside. Here, then we're going to work on this one. With the beautiful flowers. Love it. So yeah, this matches so perfect. The paper, I love those green colors. So, doesn't need a lot. I am going to add some diamond dots to those. I do think I like that, and I'm just going to add the white ones. These ones I really use a lot. I love them. Bought them at Temu, I think. And yeah, because they have a little bit of a sparkle. They are just the right amount of glitter for on your projects. And I love to add them to the centers of flowers. Sequins as well, but I have a little bit hard time to layer with the sequins. Some of you do that so beautiful, but I'm not really good at it, so I leave it like this. Nothing more, just sweet little flower center of diamond dots. And maybe I thought we could add a little butterfly, but I don't think. Yeah, I have them, but I need to cut them. I don't think I've cut them out. Can I reach my butterfly dies? I have a large bin aside me. I have shown it before with big sheets like this with dies on it. But of course, the box is already really full, and I still have a lot of dies separate in other bins. I thought maybe this one would work. The other ones are all too big. Look, they are really big, so I don't think that will work. I think this one is the only one that will really match. So I have to take my Heavy Doodle, my mini die cutting machine, and of course a little bit of cardstock. The colors that I used I still have here besides me, so I can use that. What will we do? I don't think I want to add this beautiful green that's also here in the leaves. Let us do that. And cut that out. I'm really curious if you have dies in your stash as well that you did not use or just only used once. I know I have, and yeah, I really want to make videos using those things. I can by heart or walk through 3 items here in my room that I've never used. So it's still in the packaging. I can see them from here. It's a corrugator that you can make the chip bags with, that we did a few years ago. And I have a thing to make explosion boxes that I didn't use. I have a device or something to make labels and cut out the letters that you had from American Crafts, but I knew I wouldn't use it a lot, so I did buy it here at the local store for cheap, and I have it for 2 years and still didn't use it, so I am really happy I didn't buy the American Crafts one. Yeah, I do think it's nice to add the butterfly there. Butterfly I only glue in the middle, because you do want to lift the wings up when everything is dry, but it does, it needed a little bit more bling. And for this I'm not using the diamond dots, but I use these ones, and these ones I bought at AliExpress once in a few colors. Love it, yeah, you know I love my bling. I'm just a girly girl. So yeah, I think I leave it like this. Really simple, sweet. Love it. Well, and then we're going to do these two, and then I will stop the video because I can go on and on, but yeah, then the video will be too long. So yeah, on this one I really want to add the ice cream, but maybe something more. And we also have the flowers that I can use, maybe here for my stash. I love receiving handmade flowers. Really, really nice. Maybe I thought I have the flowers also from KS Craft that I made not so long ago, and that are a little bit smaller flowers. Well, it's a set with bigger and smaller flowers, and I do think maybe that one will be a nice match. I meant these ones, but then not this size, of course, because I throw them in this bin. I always need to search for them, and I don't have them prepared. So no, then you don't see you will not see the pattern paper anymore, and I love that. Look, this size could be perfect. Maybe better on this one. No, 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 I'm not going to do that. No. I am going to add the ice cream here. I do want this sentiment, but maybe I can do this better. The always here with the ice cream. Yeah. We keep it simple. And I'm not going to add a flower. So I want to glue this here. Cute little ice cream with this happy face. So sweet. And when you do the always here, it's always time for ice cream in my world. I don't know if it's in yours, but in mine it is. And what will I add? Something sweet from my boxes. These will be too big, I think. I also have some, oh wait, this is maybe cute. Yeah, I think so. I have also some small little ice creams here. Look, this nut, this is a charm. maybe one of those, well, not this one. This one disappears. Maybe this one is nice to add on top. What do you think? These are all, how do you call that, charms. This one's far too bright. These ones don't have the right colors. Or is this strawberry? No, 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 no. I don't like that. I think I'm just going to add this small ice cream. Then we have a 3D element on our bottle cap charm. Because when you buy them, you should use them. Well, I think this is too simple. I'm going to add some kind of a flower there, I think. I think this was gifted to me by Sophie. This one is maybe nice here. And then with the texts, they stick really well, as you can see, to my papers. Yeah. This one I will add here. Love this paper from the collection of the Let's Get Crafty. With the flowers on a script background. So beautiful. Loved it so much that I also bought it digital last year or the year before. Yeah, I'm going to add the heart balloons. Yes, I think it's so cute. Yeah, I really don't want to cover the rest of the flowers. So I'm not going to do that, but I do think I need a little bit more bling there. And I have these diamond dots from the enamel dots from Carlijn. That's the pastel rainbow. We also have a big rainbow, but I think pastel rainbow is nicer here. And then I can add those ones. Orange, the blues, the purples. Not sure. No. I need other ones. I also have the pinkies. Or this one. Maybe this. Or I can go a different route and can also use the black ones. Maybe I'll do that and then just the tiniest. For a little bit of contrast, because we also have black here on the bottle cap charm. Well, I always struggle with these ones. These are so tiny and they stick really well, as you can see. Come on. Lift up. No, I'm going to leave that one behind. So yeah. Yeah, I'm going to add them here. 3. En dan we will see. Nee, ik ben nog aan het filmen, schat. Oh, sorry. Zo. And I'll add another one. Yeah. I'm happy I chose for the black enamel dots. For a little bit of contrast. Oh, this one's not where I want it to be. And like this, I'm always fiddling with all the tiny things that I want to add to my projects. So this is how this one came out. And then we still need to figure something out for this one. I'm not really happy. No, I think it does need some kind of a flower there. And it needs to be a paper one. No, this will not work. I do think I have to look in this bag, maybe in this. I think these flowers are too big. Yeah, these are too big. I don't want that. I also have this bag of miscellaneous flowers. I do think I cut these out with dies from my mother when we were on holiday. She has different dies as I, and then we take our dies with us, and then we can die cut away. No, This one is, I don't want it there. I'm adding flowers and not the ice cream. And I'm going to add another one. Let's see if I have one in the bag that will match. Oh. Of course, they fly out everywhere as always. Always struggle. Maybe this one. No. I'm going to pour them out and I will put them back after the video. These tiny flowers are so handy. Oh, this is perfect. You see, it's the perfect color. These tiny flowers are so handy to have for these small embellishments. If you need something small to add to it, to add to something. Okay, this I will put aside. Put it back after the video because that will take some time. And now I do want to add something to the flowers, of course. And then that will be this one. No, I've already used up the pink ones from that pack. I will add from this pack. And next week I will receive my design team package for our new release for the first week of May. And I've already seen we get new colors of enamel dots. So yeah, I'm so happy because I love those things. To use them, I will pick these ones because that resembles the color of his cheeks the most. I hope you can see it. Look, this one I think is beautiful, or this one, can both. But I'm going to choose the brighter one, and then I will add this size. Where is it? On the bigger flower. And a smaller one on the smaller flower. That's this one. I really like these because, as you can see, we have a lot of different sizes from the enamel dots, and we have a lot of smaller ones. And I'm really happy because I intend to use the smaller ones a lot more than the bigger ones. So yeah, really good choice from Carlijn. Look. I think it's done now. I'm going to show you the ones that we did together. So this is one, really sweet. This one, I really love the balloons. It still needs to dry, of course, because it's a big piece, as you can see. Live each day. We did the cup of coffee, really simple, only added her cute little bow. I really like this one, how this one came out with the chipboards and just a small little butterfly. Sometimes it does not need a lot of extra things. The beautiful sticker that was one gifted to me. Here we only added the ice cream. I do think these ones will be tucked into clusters. And the black diamonds. So yeah, this was all that I have for you today. I hope you liked watching me craft a little bit. I don't do that a lot, as I already told you, and I want to do it more. I need to get more confident by making all these choices on camera. That's what I always think, it's so hard and it takes some time, and I don't want to make my videos too long because I intend to do that a lot with all my talking. So I'm really curious what you think about my projects. And yeah, as I said, if you also have some dies that you hardly took out or never, and yeah, maybe you can do a video showing those as well for us, so we can get inspired. This is all that I have for you today. I'm going to stop right now. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you will be back for my next video. Bye for now.